Hello and good evening. My name is Blue Goat Bard, and welcome to another Horror You to Sleep episode. Tonight we are still featuring Anchorhead, if I could get the program to open. Well, it seems like it wants to fight me tonight. That's alright. We'll get it figured out. What is going on? Never ceases to amaze me how new computers can just like not do what they're supposed to do. There we go. Okay, it's on. It just quits, it looks like. I am so confused. In task. Let's try this again. Well, it was working. I don't know what's going on. Well, there's Steam updating. That's a good sign. There we go. Now we're connecting. There it goes. Beautiful. Like I know what I'm doing. I never do. Oh. Okay, let's get our notes together. Okay, let's redo this. Hi, Blue Goat Bard here. Professional, high quality streamer extraordinaire. Let me tell you, I always have my stuff together. Even when I don't have my stuff together, I've got it together. You just don't know. Like today, totally have it together. Totally. My God. Okay. Oh. I apologize for how long this is taking me, but I just want to make sure that, you know, you guys have the highest quality stream possible. Because honestly, it's all about you. Computer. I have been having some crazy problems today. Middle of the stream earlier and it just disappeared. Stream just dropped, gone, couldn't get it restarted. Took me about 10 minutes to get things back to normal. But that is the way of things, I suppose. Oh, for the love of God. Alright. Now, previously, we spent the day exploring the town, and after making our way into the courthouse and checking our notes, we discovered that every single major patriarch of the Verlac family, born and died on the same day their son was born. So, what does that mean? Well, it can mean multiple things. But the impression that I'm getting from what we learned is that they're trying to give birth to someone that could serve as a vessel for them. And it's the same person going through the years. The father moves into his son's body. Now, that being said, one of the children that was born by the father sleeping with his daughter was misshapen, hooves, horns, all sorts of weirdness. And we met a man who was the doctor of that child, who claimed and faked the child's death. But when we went and found the child's coffin, there was a dog buried in it. So he admitted that he released the child basically into the wild, and that child has been killing children around the age of 8 to 10 years old every year. Or not every year, over the years. But I don't know how old this thing is. We still don't know what Michael plays in this part, but Michael is starting to research the same things. Michael's our husband. Michael is starting to research the same things that Edward, the man who... Oh, that just came in. That was creepy as hell. Starting to research the same things that Edward, the man who killed his wife and killed himself, who we took the house over from, was researching. Now, we need to get a look at those books. We can't do so without a key card. We've also discovered that there is a hidden observatory in the house. And after looking at the star charts, we've discovered that sometime tomorrow evening, a comet is coming. What that means, I don't know. But we have some things that we need to figure out first. We need to get the ID card from Michael. 2. We need to open the safe. Now, I think somewhere in the house, the information to open that safe is hidden. Maybe in one of the journals that I've already had, something, I don't know. But I need to get that. I also need to find an ore at some point, because there is a key somewhere out on a buoy. I need to research Anna Verlac. She was the wife of Edward. She was the one that was killed. And I've found out that someone's been spying on me in the house. But I don't know who. I don't know who. So, we are going to continue forward. There. The last thing we did was found Michael is not in the house. We found a sphere in his room. We turned it, and that's when we found the secret passageways throughout. Lay down, pup. So, after having found that secret passageway, we made our way back. We also need to figure out a way to get into his laptop. Now, there's a password. Examine laptop. It's a top-of-the-line model. Sleek, lightweight, and very fast. A real status symbol for the aspiring writer who wants to look as though he might stop whatever he's doing at the drop of a hat and suddenly hack out a best-selling novel. While you've yet to witness Michael do this, it did make a nice gift to celebrate his new teaching position. The computer's in standby mode, blank except for a single window requesting a 4-digit user code. I thought about this, because it was actually the last thing that I did. When people put passwords, what do? They normally pick a digit or a password that is meaningful to them, something that they will remember. And at the same time, a game has limited amounts of information that they can give you. So I have a circle of important things to Michael, and I have a circle of limited amount of things that the game can present to me. And I've gotten a lot of information, but I remembered that I have in my inventory, I have a wedding ring. Take off ring. And it's got an inscription on it. Just looking at it makes you feel sentimental. You feel naked without it on, but sometimes you take it off just to read the inscription on the inside. Read inscription. Engraved in tiny letters along the inside of the ring are your and Michael's initials and your wedding date, June 28th. So, I was the game maker. 4-digit passcode. Okay, so enter 0628. Passcode window disappears. Yes, and the screen suddenly fills with text. The last thing Michael was working on before he got up and left. Now that's good because he vanished. And we have no concept of where he went. So, examine laptop. Oh, wow. Michael has been writing something, but it's not a novel or a story. It looks more like some kind of journal entry. I cannot sleep. Or perhaps I should say, I must not sleep, since I am perfectly capable of sleep. In fact, lately sleep has come to me more easily, more quickly, more insidiously than it ever has before. But I don't want to sleep. I was hoping that the terrible dreams would prove to be stress-related, that they would fade once the move was behind us and we finally settled in. That was not turned out to be the case. Stronger than ever, filled with red-brimmed eyes pursuing me through strange corridors, whispers that tell me I am not who I am. The whispers tell me the secrets of this house and those who lived here before. They are my blood. They tell me he always returns to his blood. They tell me of secret keys and combinations. Okay, that's good. Processions of dates and stars. My dreams are filled with monsters, all hands and eyes. 8 hands, 1 eye, 11 hands, 3 eyes, 7 hands, 3 eyes. I don't know what it opens yet, but I have an idea. Tomorrow I must go down to the cellar. I must see if the things revealed to me in that terrible book are true. I know she's worried about me. I want to. The entry ends there, unfinished. I realize that you've been absently rubbing your ring finger for the past several minutes. You're not used to having the ring off for so long. Wear ring. The ring fits snugly back under your finger. 8 hands, 1 eye. 11 hands, 3 eyes. 7 hands, 3 eyes. I don't know what it opens yet, but I have an idea. That has to be the combination. 8 hands, 1 eye. "11 hands, 3 eyes. 8, 1, 11, 3, 7, 3. 8, 1, 11, 3, 7, 3. Now, that's got to be the key to the safe. I don't know why it would tell me about combinations and such if it had nothing to do with the safe. So, east, I believe? Yeah, the library. Dark paneling and a deep green carpet give this room the feel of some blue-blooded country squire's literary refuge. Books line the walls from floor to ceiling, and a leather armchair sits near the window. To the west, a pair of sliding doors opens into the study, while the hall lies north. The shelves on the western wall have slid back slightly, revealing a previously hidden safe. On the armchair is a complete manual of wards and seals by Galerian Academus Deschamps. Speaking of, I'm going to take this time just to let everyone know we are on our drive to 100 followers. So, if you are out there watching and you like what you see, you want to see more, give us a follow. Please and thank you. It would help. The shelves on the western wall have slid back slightly, revealing a previously hidden safe. Now, examine safe. A stark cube of black, oily steel, 15 inches to a side. Its only feature is a large, calibrated dial set onto the front. Now, the question is, turn dial. You idly spin the dial to a random number. Examine dial. 1 to 60. Currently set to 4. Okay. Turn dial to 8. And tumblers tick quietly as you turn the dial to 8. Turn dial to 33. Maybe 11 times 3. Turn dial to 21 maybe. Open safe. Spin dial. Okay. Eight hands, 1 eye. 11 hands, 3 eyes. 7 hands, 3 eyes. I wonder if it was supposed to be 3 or an 8. Oh, hold on. Turn dial to 8. Turn dial to 11. Turn dial to 7. Reset dial. No. Spin dial. 8 hands, 1 eye. 11 hands, 3 eyes. 7 hands, 3 eyes. They are my blood. They tell me he always returns to his blood. They tell me of secret keys and combination. Processions of dates and stars. My dreams are filled with monsters. All hands and eyes. 8 hands, 1 eye. 11 hands, 3 eyes. 7 hands. What if it's counting the number of fingers, like individual things? So, 8 hands, 1 eye is 41. Okay? Turn dial to 41. Okay? 11 times 5 is 55 and 3. It's 58. Turn dial to 58. Turn dial 35. 38 to 38. That was it. I got it. Okay. The numbers tick quietly as you turn the dial to 38, and with a hollow thump, the safe suddenly swings open. revealing a puzzle box and a strange metal flute. Curious. Examine box. It's roughly the size and shape of a cigar box carved from some dark and oddly streaked wood that you can't identify. All 6 surfaces are decorated in a complex arrangement of grooves and panels, most of which are illustrated with leering demonic faces and obscene designs. You see no obvious way to open it. Interesting. Examine flute. It appears to be some kind of wind instrument, fashioned out of a weird greenish metal with a greasy finish. It has a slightly curved, twisted shape, so that the finger holes spiral awkwardly around the sides instead of running in a straight line. Open box. You must be meant to manipulate the panels and grooves in some way. It's clear. It's far from clear how. Take box. Take flute. Play flute. Nah. We'll save first. I don't trust that. Yes. Play flute. You place your fingers as best as you can and blow into what you guess is the mouthpiece. The flute gives off an eerie metallic warble that seems to hang in the air, lingering for a few moments after you stop playing. Well, I did nothing. Chat, if you ever see an action that you want me to take, feel free. Jump in. Let me know. Backseat gaming is not only appreciated, it's encouraged. Alright, so to my list here. I got the safe open. I got the sewer key in the manhole. Now the real question is what to do with it. I feel like the puzzle box is complicated enough that I just can't use it in a text adventure. I mean, how do you move panel and all that? But maybe I need to find someone to take these things to. They're both very interesting items, so I'm wondering if maybe the curio shop gentleman would be interested in looking at it. Regardless, Michael's not here. I need to go shut the door too. So, the problem that we're running into is there might be a creepy demon kid running around trying to kill people. And they might be coming after me. So we're gonna go. Hey Gafrump, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. We're just gonna go close some doors and maybe go to bed. The shuttered window at the end of the hall throws a gloomy rectangle of light on the bare wooden floor. We are reading today. Doorways lead north and south. A rickety ladder stands in the middle of the hall, descending from a 3-foot by 3-foot square of darkness in the ceiling. We've already taken care of that. Let's see if we can find that back door and shut and lock it. So we're going to go east, down, south, west, east. There we go. No more typing, only listening. Do your thing, buddy. I appreciate the lurk. So, as we have recently learned, there is a hooved monstrosity related to our husband somewhere in this town that has been killing children. It's quite possible that it knows Michael is back, and it might come for him. So, I just want to make sure I lock the doors. Now, there's a couple of other things that I could do. I have a broom, which is good for I don't know what, but I've used it. Puzzle box I can't do anything with yet. Newspaper, umbrella, scrapbook. I have a bunch of matches. I don't know what to do with that yet. The old fuse is the other thing. Fuse box downstairs needs to be replaced, but I don't have a way of fixing it. So I don't know if that's going to come into play yet or not. As it sits, I need to figure out how to get the ID from Michael. But he's not here, or at least he doesn't appear to be here. I'm going to do a quick sweep of the house to see if he is hidden around here. So let's see if he's in the basement. Where's the pantry? East. Pantry is empty. Down. Examine wires. Wiring festoons the ceiling like some strange species of clinging vine. You can see several places where the insulation is cracked or stripped away altogether. Wine cellar. One of the racks has been pulled aside, revealing an intricate mural on the north wall. The entire north wall is covered with a bas-relief mural depicting the same pattern of stars you saw on the astronomical charts in the observatory. Now that you know what you're looking for, you can see that the arcs and lines clearly divide the stars into distinct constellations, each corresponding to one of the grotesque zodiac symbols from the charts. The priest, the toad, the formless mother, the king in tatters, the piper, the black herald, the crawling frame, the many-angled gate, the gnawer of graves, the spiraling worm, the sleeper under the waters, and the mask. Examine priest. Try as you might to make out the shape of a priest, it just looks like nothing more than a disquietingly suggestive arrangement of dots. Gnawer. It seems like, regardless of which one I examine, they don't appear to be anything. Can't really make anything out very well. Well, touch mural. Feel nothing unexpected. Touch mask. Oh. You place your fingertips on the raised bumps of the constellation representing the mask and press. There's a brief vibration and a crackling as though the air were charged with electricity. The stars beneath your fingers begin to glow with a green eldritch light. Okay, I done messed up. Okay, we're gonna save. Because, and I don't even know if I should save, but we're gonna save. I think I have chosen poorly. Touch. Gnawer. The stars begin to glow. Oh crap. Examine. Do I touch them all? Priest? Okay, crap. Touch toad. I don't know what I'm doing. If I touched it twice, the stars pulsed and resumed their steady glow. Suddenly, all four constellations flicker, then go dark. Interesting. I'm gonna add that to my notes real quick. 1, Wine cellar constellation touch. We'll figure that out later. Now, there is a hole in here. Examine south wall. Examine hole, maybe? Never mind. So, someone has a spy hole in this. Well, either way, let's get out of here. East, north. Michael is not in here. Up, west, west, back hall, west. It's not in the gallery. North. Not in the sitting room. Examine portrait. Examine eyes. They're the eyes from your dream, without question. Oh, thank you. Good boy. Lay down. The man in the portrait is the very epitome of Puritan patriarchy. From the tarnished buckle of his hat to the grimly knotted bows of his garters. Though his outward poise seems dignified, you think you detect the unsettling glow of fanaticism in his haggard, red-rimmed eyes, a hint of something cruel, possibly even insane. If this was the original founder of the Verlac clan, perhaps it's no wonder they all ended up murdered or mad. This is the man I believe has been taking over his sons throughout the years. Now, let's continue examining. Off. East. Search luggage. Honestly, he can't muster enough motivation. That's fine. Let's go east again. Dining room. That's right. The crystal is nearly the size of your fist. I don't know how to get it, but that's an item that comes up in stories here and there. Okay. I have searched the house. Back in the foyer. Now, Michael is not here. Now, that may mean he's somewhere. Maybe he's in bed. Pale yellow wallpaper and sketches hanging from the walls lend this room a bit of faded, rustic charm. Almost half the room is dominated by an enormous four-poster bed, the full-length dressing mirror standing opposite. An old-fashioned, accordion-style radiator gurgles quietly beneath the window. The north. A hallway, a doorway leads back out to the hall, and a small bathroom lies east. When he's not here, examine sketches. The sketches are charcoal on cream-colored paper, simple pictures surrounding countryside. Actually quite pretty. Each drawing is initialed in the lower left corner. JVW. Oh. No, that's you. That's me. Julia Gwendolyn, right? No, that was the wife that was killed. That's what it was. Okay. So he's not here. He's also not there. It's quite possible he's at the library. Let's see if we can't find him. There. I don't see him. He's not here either. God knows where he is. Okay, so he could be anywhere at this point. Maybe it's best if we just go to bed. I've done everything that I feel like I can do. Let's head home. Close door. Nope. Close door. You close the front door. Lock door. Now he can't get back in outside, which means he's inside. Hiding from up, south. Take off clothes. Take off coat. Take off the trench coat. Take off clothes. Take off your clothes. Take bath. You draw a hot bath and soap for about half an hour, letting the tension melt away. When the water begins to cool, you drain it and dry yourself off, feeling much refreshed. Use towel. Take towel. Dry off. Use towel. Examine towel. Still a little damp from Michael's shower. Why do I have this? Towel. Towel dry. How do you dry yourself off? Wear towel. Can't wear that. Oh. Use. And holding a bath towel. I am clearly terrible about this. Examine self. You look good considering the West. Enter bed. Crawl into bed, pull the covers up to your chin. Sleep. You toss and turn for a few minutes, plagued by the nagging sensation that you've forgotten something. Suddenly you remember you've left the front door locked, and you have the only key. If Michael comes back in the middle of the night, he won't be able to get in. You know, I don't like that. Take coat. Take trench. Look around. Oh. Take keys. Take keys. There we go. Okay, so I have the keys. So I go west, north. On clothes. Put on clothes. There we go. North. Down. Unlock door. I don't feel like this is a good idea. Up, south. Undress. Enter bed. Sleep. Okay. You lie awake for what seems like hours, listening to the house creak and settle around you, and wondering where your husband is. You try to convince yourself that he merely went for a walk and lost track of the time, as he is so often wont to do. In any case, with no telephone and no car, there is little you can do besides hope that he will turn up in the morning. With your worried thoughts chasing themselves endlessly around your mind, you eventually drift off into an uneasy sleep. You are running. Down the road, through the woods, where the whippoorwills call their lunatic song, you are running. The sky boils and thunders overhead. Red-rimmed eyes glare down at you through the branches of the trees. When you look up at them, they merge together, melting into a single, baleful orb, a swollen, bloody moon. Vines and brambles tear at your clothes, rocks cut your feet. Still, you must run, until you suddenly burst out of the underbrush into a tangled, moonlit clearing. An ancient, flagstone well stands amidst the weeds in the clearing center. You're drawn to it. Something is moving inside, scratching at the stones down in that circle of blackness, and somewhere you hear a child's voice whispering, "Cellar. Michael's in the cellar. Is doing something bad." You lean over the well's crumbling lip. Your heart is pounding. Your hair slips from your shoulders, dangling tantalizingly close to the black opening. The whippoorwills reach a crescendo. You see your eyes adjust to the dark, and you see the most horrible thing. The third day. If heaven is merciful, it will someday efface my consciousness the sight that I saw, and let me live my last years in peace. H.P. Lovecraft, A Lurking Fear. You wake up shivering. Michael is in bed next to you, sleeping like a dead man with the sheets and a twisted snarl around his body. And imagery. Michael is scrolled across the bed, fast asleep. Examine Michael. Michael is sprawled across the bed with the sheets tangled around his legs, oblivious to the world. Usually Michael is a light sleeper. I've never seen him so thoroughly knocked out before. Something odd about Michael's feet. They're covered in dried mud. Alright, I need his key card. I don't know where his pants are. Michael comes awake with a jerk and a hoarse shout. For a moment or two, he only stares around blindly, as if unsure where he is and all but unaware of your presence. Then, with a grunt of surprise, he seems to come to his senses. Painstakingly crawls out of bed. Michael shuffles off to the upstairs landing. Get dressed. Take coat. Take all. There we go. Take keys. Damn it. South. North. Michael arrives from downstairs. He scowls at you when he sees you, as though he didn't expect to find you. Talk to Michael. I'm fine, grumbles Michael, although he clearly is not. He'll better in a little while. Michael walks a few steps across the room and then stops, so he's forgotten what he went there to do. Ask Michael about dirt. Michael stops and looks down at his feet. For a moment he looks genuinely dumbfounded. I don't know. I have no idea how that got there. He turns away from you, but not before you see the look of genuine fear on his face. He's not lying, you realize. He really doesn't know. Tell Michael to take bath. Later, okay? Feeling like crap at the moment in case you haven't noticed. Talk to Michael. Let's see if he'll tell me something. Just got finished. It's just a damn headache. Michael is here, absently rubbing at his forehead. Touch Michael. Michael pulls away from you with an irritated look. He goes off to the master bedroom, muttering something about being watched. Michael is here frowning and absently rubbing his forehead. I'm following through the house. I'm hoping he takes off his pants or something. Like, before there was his pants, and it seemed like there was something in his pants, like a wallet or something, and I didn't get a chance to get it. East. A shiver runs up your back for no apparent reason. Turning, you realize that Michael has been staring at you. He looks away, his expression unreadable. Ask. East. West. East. West. Oh, disappeared. North? Crap, where did he go? Well, I'm gonna see if he's... Damn it. I don't know how to get his card. Maybe I don't need it, but... Okay. So, I need to take all of this crap that I got to the curio shop guy. I don't know where he went. Maybe he went to the cellar, because I remember in the dream it said he went to the cellar. East. North. Michael walks a few steps across the room and stops as if he's forgotten what he's there to do. Damn it, Michael. Michael's feet are covered in dried. Michael still looks half asleep. His hair is unkempt, his skin blotchy and pale, his eyes bloodshot and red. Every so often he grimaces and raises his shaky hand to his forehead, as though afflicted by a painful headache. Tell Michael to bathe. Wondering something about being watched. Take towel. Give Michael towel. Doesn't even look at it. Needing some privacy. Dang, north. Down. White. Michael with towel. Michael might not like that. Michael. Towel. So, I feel like we're probably barking up the wrong tree here. So, I don't know how to get the card from him. Well, my notes aren't really helping me here. So, I think from here, we're just going to go look around. Open Front door. North. Whoa. The hairs on the back of your neck prickle as you step outside. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong with the air. A heavy, charged sensation like standing under high-tension power lines. A fleeting odor of spoiled meat drifting on the wind. You can't put your finger on it. But it might have something to do with that gigantic swirling hole in the sky. Okay, what? Examine hole? Visible even through the barren canopy of branches overhead, it hangs in the sky, preponderously turning like a vast inverted whirlpool and sucking long gray streamers of cloud up into itself. Okay. What? Okay, so all right. I'm gonna skip this a little bit. We're gonna get up there very fast. Okay. Curiosity shop. A warm, pleasant dim light suffuses this cozy little shop. The shelves are crammed with odd knickknacks and peculiar merchandise. In the rear of the store, a lit display case contains several items of interest. The courtyard lies outside to the north. In the display case is a violin. The proprietor watches you quietly from behind the display case. Now, show proprietor box. The proprietor takes the puzzle box and turns it over in his hands carefully. Now, this is a tricky one, he says. They don't make them like this anymore. Frightfully difficult. Unless you know the catch, of course. His thick, calloused fingers flicker dexterously over the box, sliding a panel here, pressing a corner there. Suddenly, the lid pops open with a faint snick. He places the box on top of the display case. And there you have it. Present for you. The proprietor takes a handkerchief from his back pocket and noisily blows his nose with it. Box. It's roughly the size and shape of a cigar box, carved from some dark and oddly streaked wood that you can't identify. All 6 surfaces are decorated in a complex arrangement of grooves and panels, most of which are illustrated with leering demonic faces and obscene designs. The top is open, folded back on itself to reveal a strange, black disc. It's a dark, glassy circle about the width of your hand in diameter, and a half-inch thick in the middle, tapering off to thinness toward the edge like a lens. Its curved surface is cool and perfectly smooth, with the deep, oily blackness of obsidian, though you fancy you can see faint swirls of color inside. The proprietor moves a small display of crystals on a nearby shelf. Examine crystals. Adjusts one of the puzzles on the nearby shelf. Examine puzzles. They're the physical kind, little handcrafted toys that require you to separate and set up complexly interlinked rings or wooden dowels or something similar. The sort that often demand more patience and or three-dimensional visualization than you're willing to muster. They are well made, though, some of them quite beautiful. The proprietor idly picks up his violin and begins tuning. Give proprietor puzzle box. No need to thank me, the proprietor says. It's just a knack I have, like one of those Rubik's cubes. Very good. Show proprietor flute. Flute, eh? I'm not sure if I can help you with that. I'm more of a practitioner of strings myself, says the proprietor, patting his violin. Examine keys. Brass key, copper key, iron. Copper. I need a bronze key. I feel like I've done just about everything that I can do. Let's go north, south, southeast. Wow. Where's that? Oh, vacant lot. There we go. And east takes me to examine gibbet. A big iron hook sticking out near the top. Examine iron hook. The side of the post. Take hook. It's part of the wooden post. Well, that doesn't help me. Examine dinghy. Only one ore, though. Place broom in ore lock. I don't know where another ore is. Well, I think the only thing I can do right now is nope. East. Oh no, west. There we go. I don't know where he is. He's here somewhere. Let's go check. It says Michael was in the cellar doing something bad. That was part of the dream. Let's see if I can't find that. The wine cellar. He doesn't seem to be down here. In the wine cellar. Maybe he's in the north. Old crates and boxes piled high against the walls make this room seem even smaller and dingier than it actually is. Just saying a lot. The doorway lies south. The other walls contain nothing but shadow and dirt-filled corner. Search crates. Seems clear that you're likely not to find anything else interesting in all this junk. Search boxes. Also, same thing. Alright, so next step, I believe, is to go back to the telescope. Let's see if I can find that rather quickly. Southwest. Oh, nope, north. West, south, west. There we go. Okay. Examine cryptical again. Atonal servitors is no author. It's leather. Read. Cryptical. Wow. That's right. This is all about things that I can't deal with right yet. So, examine fireplace. Look around. Examine. Actually, turn sphere. Now, The sphere twists clockwise a few degrees. There's a barely audible click, and the sphere snaps back to its original position. The entire fireplace slides some 18 inches to the left with a hollow grinding sound, revealing the narrow corridor once more. North. Okay. Northeast to the passage behind the walls. Bare wooden slats patched with crumbling plaster, spiked with bent, rusted nails pressing close against your shoulders. Side passages branch off in strange directions that don't seem like they should fit within the floor plan of the house. Okay, north, east, up. Observatory. Going by the view through the dingy skylight over your head, you'd guess that you're inside the cupola on the roof of the house. The room is tiny and cluttered, with torn and faded astronomical charts covering every wall. The ladder leads down through a hatch in the floor. In the center of the room stands a large mounted telescope, pointed almost straight up through the skylight. Framed perfectly in the center of the skylight is an enormous, swirling hole in the sky. Fantastic. Okay. Look through telescope. The hole in the sky fills the telescope's field of view. The upper depths of the maelstrom are too dark to see, though occasionally you can make out sparks of green energy as they arc across the back. Now, that item that I got, place lens in telescope. View. Insert lens in telescope. First taking the strings, the black lens fits neatly into the rectangular slot and locks into place. Okay, I figured that was the thing. Look in telescope. For a few moments, all you can see is a murky, swirling blackness. Then patterns of color begin to emerge, like the rainbow sheen of oil on water. The black disk grows translucent, stars become visible through the swirling haze, and then, dear Christ, you can see it. It's a comet, roaring silently through the endless void, streaking towards Earth. But it's more than that. It's alive. This thing that is coming is alive, with tendrils that must be hundreds, thousands of miles long, streaming before it, reaching out to grasp and strangle and devour entire worlds. And it's coming here. It's coming to Earth, and its great, lidless, red-rimmed eye rolls over in an incomprehensibly vast lake of lacrimal fluid, and it looks at you. You wake up sometime later, shaking your head. You're not sure what exactly you just witnessed. A hallucination, or a genuine astrological phenomenon, or the physical manifestation of some eldritch god from another dimension, come to devour the world. You're not even entirely sure you remember what it looked like. The only thing you can really recall is a single name pulsing in your brain like a bruise. Yaldabaoth. We're writing that down. I want you. Copy. Yaldabaoth. We're gonna try and remember how to type it. Yaldabaoth. That looks good. Look around. I am still in the observatory. What the hell am I supposed to be doing? Okay, now what? Hold on. I'm so lost. Ooh. Crap. What's happening? Okay. Oh, I am so lost. Crap. How do I leave? Oh, I am really lost. Oh, okay. I made it out. Okay. No, that doesn't help me. East. North. Oh, he's in here. East. Nope. Down. North. Nope. East. He's not here anywhere that I can see. The problem is I don't actually know now what I'm supposed to be doing. I have this flute. Play flute. Block first hole. Inventory. I need to see what I have. Strange metal flute, a lantern, perimeter trench coat, puzzle box. Don't need that. Keys, gold lock, flask, typewritten notes, newspaper, scrapbook, book, old fuse. I don't really have anything that I need to do now. I remember. There being something in the forest. A church. Okay. Back here, the forest grows right up to the fence, parts of which are literally buried in the tangled underbrush. All of the windows on this side of the church are boarded up as well. The path leads southwest around the front of the church. A wooden trap door over by the corner of the building probably leads into the cellar. Now, while I'm here, this was the church that the Verlac family led their cult almost for years before someone accused them of being communist and ousted the whole party. Nice hair. So, I've been trying to get inside. Examine door. Open door. Examine padlock. The size of your fist and so thoroughly rusted, it's now a little more than a homogeneous lump of oxidized metal. You might be able to break it if you had something heavy enough. Break lock? What do I have that might be heavy enough? Hit lock with broom. Broom is not heavy enough. I am... I don't have Michael's key. If I can ask him for it. I just need to find him. Finding him is tough. Now, in the wine cellar, touch all constellations. Can't use multiple objects with that verb. Okay, examine mural. Crap. Search mural. Okay, there we go. 12 constellations depicted on the mural. Touch, priest. Touch, toad. Touch, mother. Touch, king. Touch, hyper. Oh. Ooh, wait a second. So it's a combination. It's a 5-part combination. Because I did 5 and then it maybe the information is upstairs. So just need to find that ladder. Okay. I go back west. Okay, so examine charts. The stars on these charts look exactly like those you saw in the mural down in the wine cellar, though here at least they are clearly labeled. The constellations they form are disturbing and unfamiliar, with pictures of worms and toads and other less pleasant things drawn along the line of the zodiac. The margins are filled with diagrams and annotations made in crabbed, stilted handwriting. The annotations seem to calculate the trajectory of one comet in particular as it gradually approaches the solar system over the course of several centuries. According to these equations, the comet is due to arrive tonight. That's not good. Search charts. Find nothing of interest. So there's a 5-part puzzle here, and I don't know. Okay, there. Okay, so the cryptical harmonicon doesn't do me any good. Read complete. Covers the door with a gilded pentagram. It seems to be a textbook on the theory and practice of magical wards and seals. Mystical symbols inscribed on doors and containers in order to keep people and spirits out or in. It's all very deliberately vague and arcane, saying nothing of it originally written in medieval French and then translated to some variety of Middle English. And is probably the sort of thing that got many a scholar burned at the stake in those days. I'm surprised to find a page in this old and probably quite valuable book is folded down as to mark the place. The section marked discusses various methods of opening doors have been sealed with the image of a pagan god. According to this, people bow the deity's true name. You usually break the seal and open the door. Wait. So if I speak his name, the door has been sealed. I've got no doors in here other than what's in the basement. Down, south, east, down, west. Say, Eal de Baba Ganoush. Ah, crap, what's it? Eal de Bailoff. Eal de Bailoff. The blasphemous syllables crawl loathsomely from your lips. Just hearing the sound of it makes you nauseous. Nature draws back from the presence of it, like skin peeling away from the edges of an infected ulcer. Well, that did not help me any. Okay. So I've yet to find a door that is locked with the visage of a pagan god. From what I can tell, it's not going to be in this house. There's a couple things I can try. First, there is a obelisk at the center of town, and I believe those are said to react to the flute. East, up, west, north. Okay. North. Alright. I also need to find an ore, and I need to break that lock. There's a lot that I need to do. West. Play flute. I also need to go to the asylum. Talk to orderly. Do alright, sure this place is a dump, but it's steady work. Ask about Anna. Couldn't really say. Ask about Julia. Sorry, I don't get paid to speculate. Massage feet. Rub feet. You mind? I'm reading this. Inventory. Gosh, what do I have? Bath towel, locket, dog skull, flask, typewritten notice. Well, okay, I'm going back home. My notes give me wonder. Let's go back down to that wine cellar. Examine wine rack. Search rack. There's got to be something that explains this. Take, hold, fuse. Take, blown fuse. These are stuck, so corroded and coated with truncating. Ow. Place old fuse. Insert old fuse. Okay. Clean cabin. Doesn't get appreciably cleaner. Well, hell. I don't know what to go to do with here. I need to find 5 different okay. Wait. Wait. Up, west, north, west, west. Gallery. Examine paintings. Wilhelm Heinrich Elijah Mordecai. W-H-E-N. Oh. Examine. I think Wilhelm was the first. Wait. 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 Who's the founder? Whoa, north? Examine portrait. Wait, who's the founder? Admiral Butler. I don't know the name of the founder. Wait a minute. South, east, north, northeast, west, east, north, west, south. Okay, look up Verlac. Dozens of Verlacs. Damn it. Okay, look up Wilhelm. Damn it. I don't know who. Look up Anchorhead. Nothing. Archive. I don't know who founded it. Okay, search mural. Okay, so here's the thing. Raise the toad. I don't know what order can do this shit. It was on. Read cryptical. Traveling to somewhere called the Womb of the Nehilim. What? Archer has no one name. To Nehilim. Music. Tune the boundary pillars. That does not help me any. It's in the basement doing something I should not do. Read complete. Well, that tells me that. I'm afraid that I'm going to end this session. And that is going to be that. I think that's it for the evening. Honestly. So, we made some good headway, but we are stuck. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of places that we can go. The lighthouse I can't get into. I need a bronze key for that. I can't get into the cellar of the church. I need something heavy. The boat I can't use. Missing an oar there. There's a lot going on that I can't yet do, and I don't exactly know where to go. So I'm going to do some research, read my notes, goof around a little bit, see if I can't figure the way forward, and then next Sunday should have some answers for you. So those of you who come and hang out with me, thank you very much. I appreciate you hanging around. And let's see, tomorrow night we will probably do the forest with friends, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. Depends on who's available. But have a fantastic evening. Thank you very much. Lugar Bard says good night.